Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys in this new year? I'll take off the glasses so you don't have to look at the glare. Look at my little wings. Oh my gosh. So I'm starting 2021 with a lot of excitement. And December was rough. December was so rough. If you saw my 5-month update, you know that. So towards the end of the year, let's see, let me back up and try to explain this better. A while back, I think it was earlier in 2020, a friend of mine that lives in Sweden gave me information about this raw vegan diet. And she gave me information about this doctor that cured herself of lupus. She has a website called goodbyelupus.com. And at the time, I wasn't ready for it. But something changed, with all the diets I've tried and the surgery and all of my difficulties. I guess December was when I was ready. I had experienced enough that I was ready to try anything. And so I don't even remember exactly how I found her again, but I found myself looking at all the videos I could find of, her name is Dr. Brooke Goldner. And I just decided I'm going to try this. I am going to try this. Those of you that know me know that I have tried so many diets. I've been trying to go whole food plant-based on and off since I saw Forks Over Knives in 2011. And I do spurts where I'm really good at it, but I think going back looking at it, my problem is that I don't do well with grains. And and since my diabetes has been progressively getting worse and we don't know why, there are some more restrictions that I needed to put on myself than the average person. I've even tried keto. I did that for like a year. It may be great for some people. I know some people absolutely love it. It was the easiest diet I ever did. I loved cooking keto, but it made my insulin resistance a lot worse. I've never heard anybody else say that happened to them, but that's what happened to me. And so keto did not work for me. So after my gastric bypass surgery, the prescribed diet is 70% protein and 30% vegetables. And I've had a really hard time with that because since my surgery, my body does not like dairy. Every time I eat cheese, my stomach hurts. Yogurt, my stomach hurts. Chicken, my stomach hurts. I thought I was doing okay with steak, but actually only in tiny, tiny amounts. I ended up in severe pain because I decided I could eat steak every meal. That was a bad idea. So anyway, when I came across this information again, I was at a point where I was like, am I going to starve to death because there's nothing I can eat? So one of the great things about my gastric bypass surgery is I used to have gastroparesis, and I still have digestive issues because of my dysautonomia and my irritable bowel syndrome. But I can eat vegetables way easier than I could before. It used to hurt and I would get all bloated and feel like I was going to die. And now I'm able to eat them better. But what makes this process even easier is that it's mostly smoothies. So I'm going to tell you, so right now I'm making this video January 2nd, 2021, and I'm going to have to get used to that. And if you go to goodbyelupus.com, she actually has free informational videos about how to do this. And I think they're available till January 8th. If you miss that window, she puts them back up every couple months or something like that. So she really wants to help people. So she makes information available for free. So here are the guidelines. Can you see that with all the reflection? So number 1 is no animal products. So I want to talk about that for a second. So that actually speaks to my heart because on my spiritual journey, I have wanted to give up animal products, but being raised in America, didn't know how. It's just so freaking hard. And the other thing that I like when I have done whole food plant-based is that it's so much cleaner to clean up. You don't get that fat and grease all over the kitchen. Okay, the second one is no oil. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So we have avocado oil and olive oil because we thought they were healthy. But oil is 100% fat. So anyway, go watch her videos and she'll explain better. Number 3 is no processed foods. That is freaking hard. That is hard. Yep. So when I was traveling in November, I discovered sugar-free candy, and I thought, oh, this is the answer to all my prayers. But you know what? Artificial sweeteners give me so much gas now. It is so painful. But because I crave them, it was hard to give them up. But I will do it to be healthy. If she can cure her lupus, I have hope I can cure my sarcoidosis. Okay, I'm afraid people are going to come out of the woodwork screaming at me for saying that. But let me have my hope, people. I want to cure. I don't want to have sarcoidosis anymore. I don't want to have dysautonomia. I don't want to have diabetes or small fiber neuropathy. And I'll stop my list there because I have a whole list of problems. That's what happens when you have chronic illness, is that it like multiplies. You just keep getting more problems and more problems and more problems. I'm just hoping my second 50 years, I just turned 50, by the way, my second 50 years can be healthier than my first 50 years were. So it says focus on raw vegetables. So that's a tough one for me. I don't like lettuce. I don't like salads. So I want to find interesting raw vegan recipes. I started a recipe board on Pinterest. I think my Pinterest is Positively Susie also. And I'm hoping that you can see my boards. But yeah, so that's the easiest way I've found to find recipes so far. And she has you drink a smoothie every day. So this is a third of it. You drink 3 of these big old glasses every day. So you're getting like a pound of greens. But she says not lettuce because lettuce doesn't have that many nutrients in it. And then number 5, high dose omega-3 fatty acids. And so she recommends either flaxseed or chia seeds. Let me tell you, you don't want chia seeds after gastric bypass. I made my smoothie with chia seeds one day, got through 1 glass, and it hurt so bad because chia seeds expand, and they kept expanding in my teeny tiny belly. And so my husband had to finish that for me. But so in the whole thing, there are 3 of these, so it's like a whole blender full. I put half a cup of flaxseed, and I put the flaxseed in a coffee grinder before I dump it in the blender. She recommends a Vitamix. I don't have money to buy one of those right now, so we just have to do with what I have. But yeah, so flax seeds are great. They don't hurt my tummy. And then high water intake, 1 ounce per pound of body weight. And yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. And then just for me, because of my gastric bypass, I can't have grains or potatoes. So normal people could have grains and potatoes, but not during when you're trying to heal yourself of a chronic disease. She says, what is that term? Hypernutrition. So the reason you're mainly eating greens is because they have more nutritional value than anything else on the planet. And so this thing, I put it's almost a pound of spinach, half a cup of flaxseed, and then a handful of frozen bananas, a handful of frozen mangoes, and a handful of frozen pineapple. And there's a bunch of water. So you fill up the blender, you pack in the greens. That's the only way you can get that many in. And then, so 3/4 of the way full in the blender, and then fill it up that far with water. And then you put the rest of the stuff on top. And then I blend it 3 times. So like a total, it's like 4 minutes that I blend it because I like it really fine. It's easier on my tummy. So yeah. And so I'm excited. This is why I'm so excited and so hopeful. I want to be healthy. I just want to be healthy. That is like my number 1 desire. And my word for 2020 is healing, or 2021. Sorry, I can't get the year right. 2021, that's what year this is. My word for this year is healing. I just want to heal. I want to heal mentally, physically, spiritually. I want all my healing. And I'm really excited because in numerology, this year is the 5, and 5 is for change. In tarot, the card that represents this year is the Hierophant, and that is for finding your spiritual path and finding your tribe. And I'm excited. I hope maybe you're part of my tribe. And yeah, so I am super excited. Thank you, Dr. Goldner, for giving me hope. And you guys go check out her website. I love you for watching this, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye, everybody.